Captain, one of the flight officers said, turning and looking up. What's the problem with the Vox? Loken asked. I've had several reports of comm faults from the men, ghosting and chatter. We're getting that too, sir, the officer said, his hands playing over his controls. And I'm hearing similar reports from the other birds. We think it's atmospherics. Disruption? Yes, sir. I've checked with the flagship, and they haven't picked up on it. It's probably an acoustic echo from the surface. It seems to be getting worse, Loken said. He adjusted his helm and tried his link again. The static hiss was still there, but now it had shapes in it, like muffled words. Is that language? He asked. The officer shook his head. Can't tell, sir. It's just reading as general interference. Perhaps we're bouncing up broadcasts from one of the southern cities. Or maybe even army traffic. We need clean Vox, Loken said. Do something. The officer shrugged and adjusted several dials. I can try purging the signal. I can wash it through the signal buffers. Maybe that will tidy up the channels. In Loken's ears, there was a sudden seething rush of static. And then things became quieter suddenly. Better, he said. Then he paused. Now the hiss was gone. He could hear the voice. It was tiny, distant, impossibly quiet, but it was speaking proper words. What is that? Loken asked. He strained to hear. The voice was so very far away, like a rustle of silk. The flight officer craned his neck, listening to his own headphones. He made minute adjustments to his dials. I might be able to, he began. A touch of his hand had suddenly cleaned the signal to audibility. What in the name of terror is that? He asked. Loken listened. The voice, like a gust of dry desert wind, said, Summers. That's the only name you'll hear. Summers. It means the end and the death. Summers. I am Summers. Summers is all around you. Summers is the man beside you. Summers will gnaw upon your bones. Look at it. Summers is here. The voice faded. The channel went dead and quiet, except the occasional echo pop. The flight officer took off his headset and looked at Loken. His face was wide-eyed and fearful. Loken recoiled slightly. He wasn't made to deal with fear. The concept disgusted him. I don't know what that was, the flight officer said. I do, said Loken. Our enemy is trying to scare us.